All right, everyone, welcome back to another StarCraft 2 professional matchup. Again, this is the Cure versus Maru, Terran versus Terran matchup from DreamHacks 2022, and this is game number 4. We're 4 games into this already, and so let me introduce where we are on Berlingrad. We have on the top left-hand corner the red Terran player, Cure, and then on the bottom right-hand corner, blue Terran player, we have Maru. All right, so it looks like we are gonna have another standard opening. Okay, I gotta say this, Cure, is he going to do something different? Because 3 games already. Games 1, games 2, games 3. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out now. But games 1, 2, and 3, he's been doing the exact same build order. The exact same build order. And Maru knows how to counteract all of that. So, the question for me, the question that we're all thinking of right now is, Cure, are you going to do something new? Are you going to do something different? Are you going to do some cheese or any sort of type of shenanigan to throw Maru off and grab a victory? Oh, we're just going to have to wait and see, but I don't know. It looks very standard, at least on the production line right here. But we're going to take a look at the map right now. If you're not familiar with the Berlingrad map, we do have a natural expansion right here on the low ground, as well as a third expo on the bottom ground, or the ground level actually, with an extension to the opposite end for the 4th expansion. Now there is this little cheeky little mineral area right here that can be opened up if you had some SCVs mining this area, or mules, or you can destroy the destructible debris right here. This could pose a really hard ramp to defend, especially if you have 3 entrances coming in right here. This is going to be a very tough spot to defend. So having a wall right here, right outside the natural, is generally going to be the safe route, at least for most players. Now, with that being said, there are no Xel'Naga towers that I see currently. There's a lot of different alleyways right here, a lot of big open areas, which is really nice, just to hide your units in. Maybe you could do a proxy starport or proxy barracks around the map. But right now, we do have a Reaper standing on the outside. We do see Maru taking that natural expansion, as well as Cure at roughly around the same time, the 2-minute 20-second mark. We do have some Hellions and some Reapers coming out of the way. Again, this is the exact same build order that Cure has done in the first 3 games. And I mean, yeah, you're scouting with 2 Reapers at this point, but you know, is he trying to throw Maru off? Because usually when you're playing against a player who's lost 3-0 to you, they're going to try something really cheeky, really different. And so is this Cure's master plan? Just stay the exact same way, consistency, and see if Maru changes it up a bit. I don't know. But what we do have is 2 Hellions right here with 3 Reapers sitting at the front door for Cure, and we're gonna get another refinery. So it looks to be like a transition into a more mech-based army. We do see a reactor going down, as well as a tech lab, and the first Cyclone is going to be coming out very soon. So we do have another tech lab coming up for the starport here, and so it looks like Ravens will be coming out as well. But if you look, we have a medevac. A medevac being produced right now, not a Cyclone, not a Widow Mine, but a medevac. So we're not going to see the same build order from Maru. Thank you, Maru. Changing it up a bit. Ah, that's awesome. But we do see a medevac drop potentially going. Right now, Cure doesn't have any detection and doesn't know about this drop. So Maru can go around the map and potentially drop into the base. And this is a brilliant move by Cure. Cure knows that this is a huge map, and I think there's an engagement right here. Oh my gosh, a Cyclone having a target locked on the medevac, as well as a siege tank sieging up on the low ground. And the siege tank is just barely out of range of the reactor core right here, but with the vision that this medevac is going to give, the siege tank will be able to kind of just, you know, hound at these reactor core, at the reactor, as well as the supply depot. And you know, the Cyclone is just on the outside. Siege tank is being built for Cure, and it's going to defend quite nicely right here. against Maru's kind of like outdoor knock on the skirmish right here. And so an auto turret is going to go down, trying to absorb a couple of those siege tank shots. And we're going to see a surround completely on this army. Medevac is going to pretty much run away with the tail between the legs. Medevac is going to go run. No, Medevac is going to stay around, potentially do some more micro transaction right here with the Cyclone. Picking up and then dropping off, right? Yep. No pun intended. But we do see a little bit of a skirmish and a little bit newer build orders, which I really like. I mean, after 3 games, I was kind of getting like, hey, come on, TVTs used to be super fun. What's going on? Back in the Wings of Liberty days. For those of you guys who remember those awesome TVT battles. So I believe it was with the little one, and I'm not sure if the little one is still playing nowadays. Again, I am still a casual viewer as well as a casual player in the Starcraft community, but the big names that I remember is the little one, Whiterun, Hydra, Scarlet even. Those are the ones that I remember back from the Wings of Liberty days, Heart of the Swarm kind of thing. So good times. Not saying that Legacy of the Void hasn't had a lot of good battles too, but oh man, there were awesome, interesting build orders back in the day. But I think ever since we have been very efficient with the updates and with the patches and really balancing out the teams, we've been seeing a much more conservative style of play, or at least in my opinion. And so right here we do have a drop with a couple of Vikings right here. There's no armor piercing or armor seeking rounds right now. We do have a couple of Reapers pounding at those light vial units right here, and we see a transformation from the Vikings down into their Gatling mode. That's something you don't see every day. Usually, I usually just see Vikings just staying as an airborne missile, you know. But you know, landing those Vikings, that's a good call. I like that. And here's the thing: look at this right now. One siege tank and a handful of army units is containing here into his natural. He can't expand right now. And if you look for Maru is going to be taking his 3rd expansion right away. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, the income increase from this expansion, you put down a couple mules right here, your income is going to go big. And you know what I would like to see, if they even have time, is to, you know, have a couple SCVs right here, build maybe a couple barracks or a couple factories just to be able to reinforce this a little quicker. I mean, if you guys look, Berlingrad is a large map. It does take some time for units to reinforce. And so if you are the opposing force, the attacking unit, it's going to take so long. And oh my gosh, look at all these SCV going down. The whole mineral line is emptied out, and the SCV is trying to do everything they can to stop the siege tank from sieging up. But there's another siege tank on the low ground, and I think that's GG at this point. 16 SCVs going down. That's 16 SCVs, and right now you're only on 2 bases versus Maru's on 3 bases, fully saturated. That is triple the. Well, look at the income right now. It's almost double the income. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, the recovery from this. Woo. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But that was tough. And then we have Vikings landing right now, pounding at those siege tanks. Ooh, I don't know if that was a good trade. 1 siege tank for 2 Vikings. I don't know. If you take a look at the units lost tab right now, 30 units for Maru, but the amount of resources is quite big. So efficiency wise, I'm not too sure yet. But if we take a look at the unit count right here, we only have 4 Marines versus 21. We have equal number of siege tanks and more SCVs. So right now, unit count wise, supply wise, Maru is in a great position. And you know, these siege tanks right here are not going to do much. You have 2 siege tanks sieging on the low ground, and Vikings just providing aerial vision. I mean, really. And 1-1's about to finish up for a bio, and then we have a Liberator coming in. Ooh, that Liberator parking itself right here along with Viking support against the mineral line. Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be so nice. And because there's not a lot of anti-air right now. There is no anti-air in any of these bases. Yes, Maru has now finally, or Kira has finally gotten his 3rd expansion right here. but is so out of the way and not as defended. And Maru just placed a scan down, seeing if there's a third expansion, and indeed there is. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's going to be a couple drops down there. We do see a handful of Marines going out, trying to pick out these Vikings right here. And now the Liberator is here to liberate the Red Terran player from mining minerals. Anyways, the Liberator is going to take the long ways around and go around and around it does into the main mineral line. And we're just going to have to wait and see. Right now, we do have a couple sieging units right here. A couple siege tanks returning back home, sieging up at the door. And, oh no, the Liberator went back home. Why did the Liberator go back home? Oh, did he F2 back home? Oh, that could have been an F2 back home. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad, but it's okay. Liberator, that's fine. Liberator. I would have loved to see a Liberator harass right there, but another day, another day. But we do see the red Terran player potentially overextending right now. If there was a run by right here, fly-by, run-by, right now you don't have a sensor tower up just yet, maybe in another 3 seconds or so, but there could have been a potential drop right here, and they would have been super out of place. And you know, I don't know if this is an overextension. Yes, you're at the door, but you're now inside the sensor tower. So Maru knows exactly where you are right here, and it looks like we have a big engagement. Look at that. Siege tanks going down, Marines stimming up, and medevacs flying away. But we do have 2 more siege tanks, right? 3 more siege tanks, excuse me. 3 more siege tanks sieging in on the low ground. But we do have a squad of Marines coming in, cutting off the reinforcement flanks, and then the SCV is getting pulled from the second expansion. He's going to go, and he's going to attack, and he's going to fly away. But no, he's not flying away. He's going back into the natural, trying to do some harass on the production line. And I don't know, is this it? Is this it? No, we have a medevac. It's just going to be sitting tight. And right now, does Kier see this? Oh, sorry. Does Kier see this? Yes, Kier does see the drop happening right now. And right now, I don't know, 8 Marines? No. At this time, 4 Marines. We do see a huge drop right here. A huge engagement right here on the 3rd expansion. And it looks like we're going into a base race type of scenario. I don't think this is going to work. We have a couple siege tanks sieging in on the high ground and destroying Kier's base and just obliterating those Marines. Ah, that was GG from Kier. Kier, very well done. I mean, you did play a standard game, safe route, 4 games in a row, but Maru was just better at micro and better tactician just in this game. But like I said, I really wish that we could tell or we could hear what the players were thinking while they're playing these games, because I honestly don't know how many games Kier has played that day and how much stress he's undergoing. So could it just be really that amount of stress, that amount of pressure, and he was like, you know what, forget this. I'm gonna play something safe, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do best. And usually when I play this build order, it's good. But unfortunately, for the first 3 games, that build order wasn't effective against Maru, and Maru has taken game number 4 out of 5. And I think that's actually it. I think once you win 4 games, that is GG. Maru has won all these all the matches. And so that's it. Anyways, guys, if you guys like this content, please give me a like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what I can improve on. How can I be a better commentator? I have my own style of commentating, and I'm hoping that you guys all enjoy that. But if you have a little tips or things that you would like me to add on to my style, please let me know. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Take care, everyone.